constant elevation. Every day we improving. 7 p.m. on Wednesdays. I think you should tune in. It's more than a podcast. It's a family reunion. Melvinaires. My nigga Mel up in here. You know Rome, he the plug. No telling who might appear. Could be one of your favorite rappers, community activists, businessmen and women, to the shooters and savages. Melvinaires. Yeah, we Melvinaires. Yeah, we Melvinaires. Yeah.
Oh, yo, mic check. It's the almighty Melvinaire Podcast. I'm your host, Rome the Plug. We in the building. Give it up one time. Indeed. It's a celebration tonight, man. It's a real one. I'm still on my birthday hangover. Salute the chapter 39 for me, man. And yeah, man, it's a special episode, yo. I got family in the building. I got my siblings in here. I got my right hand man. I got it's literally family in here. You know what I'm saying? So like that's always been my theme for real though, yo. Like it's always having the atmosphere and the energy, man. But I'm gonna go ahead and introduce my panel first. Of course, you know, we got the baddest motherfucking DJ this side of the Mississippi. My brother, DJ Bruce Wayne 443.
Go follow him.
Follow that guy, man. Follow that guy. None other, man. And listen, this is my lifelong friend. You understand this, that I don't even know how to describe it. You know what I'm saying? Like, but like you got someone that's like probably like no one knows me better is this individual right here, man. This is my nigga, man, and none other. It's a blessing, and that this is extremely special to me to have this individual here. And this is someone that I love dearly. My nigga Vaughn, man. One time, give it up for Vaughn, yo. We have none other. This is the third time we try to coordinate this. And she is finally here for my birthday, man. And this is definitely special for me. We have none other than the goddess legend in the building on the Melvinaire Podcast. One time.
How y'all doing?
One time. Mm-hmm. We have none other than our usual panel. Of course, the team. The self-care snob herself, Cass in the building. Give it up for Cass. Follow her. And my brother, none other, Billy Ray Valentine. One time.
What's up, y'all? How y'all doing, family?
What's up?
Peace, man. Yo, so I don't even really care how we started. Yo, it's my birthday, bro. I don't care. Like, I don't really celebrate my birthday.
Well, I got
you gotta introduce knowledge. You gotta introduce knowledge.
Forgot.
Damn. Hold on, and I'm tripping. Let me give him. Now I gotta give him a proper introduction. I was just saying before the camera came on, before anybody ever believed in me, before I believed in me doing this guy was the first individual to pull me to the side and told me that I could do this and that I could do it effortlessly. And I said that messed up, but I've been drinking. I don't care.
Yeah, you was sure.
Effortlessly.
There are no L's in Henny, Rome.
Yeah, so listen, there's no L's in Henny. That's true.
Depends on how much you drive.
Effortlessly.
No, it depends on how much you drive.
None other than my brother. My absolute brother. This guy was with me on my birthday last year, man. Like, that's how real he is. Yeah, he came into Baltimore and just kick it with me on my birthday, man. You know what I'm saying? This is my guy, man. None other than the God himself, Knowledge Born Allah. Do the Knowledge Radio. Follow that guy, man. He's major. He's major. Follow him. But anyway, man.
I think we should start with the celebration. A lot of people celebrating out here the loss of a ignoramus.
Yo, Herschel Walker.
Yeah, boy.
Queen, and thank you. Peace.
I still have faith in this country.
Yo, Herschel Walker makes appointments to get shape ups at BJ's. You know what I'm saying? Like,
we get wholesale shape ups.
Wholesale shape ups, yo.
Like the shoes?
Absolutely.
Wholesale.
The fact, I'm disappointed in America that the fact that Raphael Warnock and this guy had a runoff. Like, that's disappointing. You know what I'm saying? But, like, it's the fact that what's even more disappointing is the fact that white people thought I didn't gonna say white people. Republicans thought that they could use this guy as a token for black people. There's nothing attractive about Herschel Walker to black people. Nothing. Like he don't even know how to do the electric slide.
We don't care about his football career.
Like he don't even know how to do the electric slide, bro. Like we don't care about football like that.
Care about him and football.
In Georgia is different. In Georgia, he's a legend. You know what I'm saying? But like he's a top tier coon, bro. Like, and he could fight. I ain't gonna front.
No, yeah.
And he could fight. Like he was beating niggas' ass in MMA. You're like 50. I ain't gonna front.
So
I wouldn't care. I'll take the L. He had to choke me out, bro. Markel, what's good, bro? Yeah, I tell him he a coon. Yo, he said in a speech or at a rally, he said, they call me a coon, but they don't know the coon, one of the smartest animals in the wilderness. That's what he said.
Well, I didn't even know that.
That's what he said, bro.
Coons are very resourceful.
I was still stuck on when he said the problem.
Coons are very resourceful, huh?
Boys spending too much time looking at the girls on
social media.
Yeah, I'm like, well, what you expecting to look at? The boys.
Because women's and men's. Like, yo, why are you talking like that? Like, what is a women's? Like, yo, bro. Herschel Walker is like one of
the shit.
Is like he doesn't represent black people, bro. He just doesn't. He just happens to be black.
That's an understatement.
Yeah, he just happens to be black. Like because he ran the ball good, but he beat up bitches for like as a hobby, like real shit. But they put this in front of us and said, well, he's black. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. At least he's black. You know what I mean? Let's go with it. That's the part that I found disrespectful.
Well, you can say that that's disrespectful all the time, but normally, most society days, people are falling for what they say, what's popular. So who do you really find disrespectful? We can't be mad at him. We should be mad at our own self.
Nah, that's a fact.
For even allowing something like that to even happen.
It's no question. I'm not the biggest guy on politics. Like I think I understand that politics is bigger than politics. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I understand. I'm one of the ones that understand that it's the system. It doesn't matter what side you on. You know, but I say that in saying it's disrespectful as thinking that's the proper representation that's going to make me vote for you. Mm-hmm. That's what makes me feel disrespected. Like this man can't relate to me. You know what I'm saying? His mother said white people should get reparations. I swear on everything I love. Like he was born from a coon. Yeah. His mother a coon.
They just put people out here like that to make a mockery of us.
Absolutely.
To make us look foolish. That's all it is. It's not even to be taken serious.
Right.
It's also a distraction too. It's also to distract us because while we're sitting here talking about this guy and getting upset and offended over what he's doing or not doing or whatever, they're doing what they really want to be doing.
That's true. That's true.
And there's always been Uncle Tom.
He's always been. Always been.
You thought Uncle Tom was only one Uncle Tom?
Always will be.
It's the majority, actually. The majority.
If you think about it, you think about like a lot of these former athletes, a lot of them are Toms like he is.
Yeah, but they're not vocal though. They're not running for office.
They right. They know how to hide.
Mm-hmm.
Herschel Walker goes to Supercuts.
That's exactly what I was thinking of.
I want to know how much is a wholesale haircut though? How much is a wholesale haircut?
Wholesale
haircut. You can go to the Chinese. You can go to Chinese for $5. You can go to Chinese man for $5 to get a line.
You get a one, a shape up, a shave, and a shampoo for the low price of $14.99.
All right, so let me play devil's advocate here. Hold up. Hold on now.
I want to hear this.
Wholesale's kind of hard.
Maybe we doing it all wrong. Maybe he doing it smart. He's saving his money.
No.
Y'all want to pay $60.
No, I'm gonna speak for the man.
His barber's horrible.
Yes.
We cannot have no bargain basement haircuts.
No.
As serious as y'all about y'all hair, we just about
to each his own. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder, and y'all want to run around here and pay $60 to $100 for a haircut. He's smart.
I don't pay $60, but
I pay $45.
I pay $45. I pay $45 for a
45,
haircut.
yeah, 45.
Yeah.
Shout out to all the people
It's
that go
not
to
about the
Supercut.
price, though.
Shout out to y'all can't none of y'all fuck with my barber. Nobody Supercuts can ever fuck with my
And it
barber,
ain't
bro.
about the price,
Ever.
Legend. It's about the quality.
Nah.
Yeah.
I'm
Yo,
just saying.
wholesale
Never
haircut
know.
is crazy, yo.
That
Like,
sounds like a fucked up line.
That
Yeah.
sound
You
like
sound like a
hot
pushback
button.
to me.
You never know.
that's
It's always one.
that sounds like an old Korean lady cuts his hair.
Yeah.
She
like-
might be the baddest
Probably
Korean.
does.
That's
Might be
exactly what's
one.
happening. It's an old Korean lady.
Yeah, it's an old Korean lady.
Oh,
But a
no,
hot
ain't
button
no
lady.
old Korean lady cutting my hair. What do you know about my texture and how my hair?
Well, who
Yeah.
says the right haircut is the right haircut? Now, here
I
y'all
do.
go.
It's my haircut.
Here go these biases.
Nah,
Listen to
listen.
this.
As a black man, I should be able to judge another black man's shape up.
No,
yeah,
you should.
yeah, no, yeah.
I
That's
should.
how we keep each other on point.
That's how. Yeah, that's
There
on
has
code.
to be some type of standard.
It's checks and balances with this.
Checks and balances.
Checks and balances.
Like-
But who's standard?
That's okay. That's debatable.
Exactly.
That's debatable.
The ruler.
That's debatable.
The
Just
ruler.
saying.
If that-
Now-
if
Actually, you know
standard
what? Actually, you know what? The standard is the haircut sample. The haircut sample posted in the barbershop.
Yeah.
That's the standard.
No, the standard.
No,
is-
that's
That is the
standard.
standard. Number 8.
The standard is
Number 8 is the standard. Number 8.
It is a number 8. Before I got kicked out of going into the barbershop, definitely is a number 8 in there.
It's always the number 8.
Oh,
And I'm sorry, if you can't judge a straight line, you shouldn't be in the barbershop.
Yo, listen, bro. Vaughn will tell you right now. My barber has haircut gadgets. He throws on goggles with lights on them. He measures. Yo, on everything I love.
He's not just a barber.
He's not just he's an artist.
Artist.
He is a hair artist.
And when
He's
you
not
leave,
just a barber,
You
bro.
don't even, when you leave, you don't even care that it was 45.
You do not care.
You'd be like, oh,
so it's safe to say that
Son,
people
where'd
should
you find
invest. People should invest in artists instead of barbers. You say it's a difference.
It's a
It's
difference.
a difference. It's a difference having your barber as an artist. Because when you leave, you feel like he put art on
On your
Oh,
head.
I
oh.
wolfed out for 3 weeks. I walked around with a thick ass mustache, yo, and refused to let anybody else touch my head. Just because this man been cutting my hair for 10 years. You know what I'm saying? And nah, bro.
Get y'all artists.
Yeah.
No, I'm just saying, it's serious with the barber. You know, we got a saying, I cheat on my wife before I cheat on my barber. That's an old saying. This is old. How many
That shit
of
is
y'all
so
heard
true.
this before?
I mean, that's
Cheat on my wife before I
That's
cheat on
so
my
true,
barber.
yo.
That's so sick.
I mean,
That is true.
I mean, the barber keep it straight for the next one.
And that's why your wife just put nair on your head and just do things to you like that.
That's evil. Nail on the
Why am I-
nigga. is
Spiteful.
evil. That is evil.
That's equivalent of us cutting your shit while you sleep.
It'll grow back.
I had a barber for over 20 years, though.
You can wear a wig.
Yeah,
Definitely.
see, that's what I'm saying. Like, yo, you like when you got a
I just switched.
barber.
I switched. Yeah.
Yeah, I ain't switching.
I had one.
It's hard for me to switch, bro. Y'all remember my barber had broke his leg. He had broke his leg one summer roller skating. Man, I'm like,
Damn.
He ain't had no crutches. He ain't had no crutches.
He was down bad. He broke his leg at like 50. You know
Zero.
what I'm saying? He broke his leg at like 50 roller skating.
I mean,
So who you gonna get?
it's hard. It's hard trusting a new barber.
I
man.
might
It's
grow
hard.
locks.
That's one of
I
the
don't
hardest
know.
things you can do.
So when he dies, you gonna
one
grow
of the
locks.
hardest things.
I might grow locks. I might grow locks. I ain't gonna front.
There's like
Oh, get a
two
baldy.
people.
Yeah,
Get a
or
bald
get a
head.
ball or go baldy. Rome gets the best haircuts and
Well, somebody put the
Rome gets the best haircut and petties. Melvin Pampers.
Pamper. Hold on. Not Melvin Pamper stand. That's
Rome
Rome Pamper standard. Pamper standard.
I cannot.
Yo, listen, niggas was tripping though. Like, yo, bro, like niggas don't get pedicures, yo.
Oh
They do.
man.
I get
That's not what we
pedicures.
talked about, Rome. That's not what we talked about. Getting pedicures is normal.
I believe it was
Getting nail
the
polish on your
polish.
toenails
Yeah.
is not
I
normal.
don't get
for
nail
dudes.
polish. I get clear.
That's still
It's
polish.
not nail
Cody.
polish.
That's nail
That's
polish.
nail polish.
That is
It's
polish.
clear.
No.
It's polish.
It's
It's
Cody.
nail
You might as
hardness.
well just change the color.
It's coating.
It's polish.
It's not polish.
Okay, so just get you black next time.
Nah, I
Cause you
ain't know.
almost
see.
there.
No,
Oh.
I definitely get clear polish on my toes. I don't
It's
give
like,
damn what
no,
nobody
men do
say.
that. I see men do it all the time.
Hell yeah. I listen. Nah, bro. I'll be that for you. I'm a nigga with rough ass feet. I whatever you call it, what you want. That I'm cool with that.
There's nothing wrong with a man taking care of himself. Y'all groom yourself. You have to.
That's a fact. Yeah, and he's like, man, you got polish though, my nigga. Like,
listen,
you got clear polish.
put whatever color y'all want.
Nah, no, we're not doing that. All right, okay, all right. My next category. Boosie and Gabrielle Union. Y'all up on that?
Oh yeah, they going at it.
It's so crazy.
Yeah.
Y'all up on that? Y'all hip on that?
So crazy.
Yo, all right. So
Hi, little Boosie.
this is the thing, right? Now, Boosie up. Boosie's
yeah,
up.
Boosie up, yeah.
Boosie up.
Yeah, he up.
Boosie's up. You know what I'm saying?
And he independent, I think.
Yeah, very independent.
He independent. He independent.
Yeah.
Yeah, Boosie's up. Just on that scoreboard, Boosie's up. Now listen, I'm not the biggest fan of whomever, whatever your sexuality is, whomever it is you choose to love, whatever the case may be, that is your preference. You know what I'm saying? You do what makes you happy. I would encourage that. Now, in the Zaya Wade situation, if that was my child, I just personally think that's too young. You know what I mean?
Way too
Personally,
young.
I think that's too young. You know what I mean? To make that type of decision. You know what I mean? I would condone it when you able to make the decision for yourself. As you know, then. But to publicize it, you have to be willing to accept the criticism that comes along with that when you're putting it in the public.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? You have to be ready because everyone's not going to like what you're publicizing.
Mm-hmm.
And when those comments come, it is what it is because you put it in the public. You know what I'm saying?
You want to know what? You know what?
Comments gonna come whether
You know what,
it's
bro?
bad anyway.
You know what I'm starting to not like, bro? How people always talking about they don't want to be judged. They don't want to be judged, right? You put everything out in the public on display. Nobody had to know y'all personal family business.
Right.
Y'all put your child on display for the world to see. For clearly, what is the reason? For monetary gain. Y'all want to be the first couple to accept that in front of the world. You know what I'm saying?
But
it's a selfish reason.
It's definitely
my thing is,
I think it's selfish. The boy, I mean, Zaya Wade, mama ain't even with it. You understand what I'm saying? But you see Gabrielle Union flaunting Zaya Wade. That ain't even his mama.
Okay, so
you know what?
I'm about to
let me finish one more thing, one more point. As far as the judgment part. Like people say they don't want to be judged, but a lot of people don't want to be judged because people don't want to raise their damn standards. That's the reason why.
I only say
people need to be judged. I think people need to be judged. People need to be judged. So we need to be held to a standard.
We need to uphold a standard. Yeah, there has to be a standard set.
Like my only problem with it is that y'all trying to let Zaya be who Zaya wants to be, right? And you're trying to protect Zaya, but during this process, you're being public in a world where everyone is like people.
Everybody's got a fucking opinion.
To tear down.
Right, to tear down. Right,
like,
if that's the case.
I just feel like if y'all were going to do this, it really shouldn't be because y'all are public figures anyway. You already have eyes on you, so it's going to magnify
the situation.
Whatever type of backlash is going to come to your child. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like it's really anything all the backlash or whatever, it's all their fault. Because really,
it's a life they chose.
This is something y'all should have handled in private, knowing how toxic this world is.
So I'm going to agree to disagree with y'all, and this is why. Number one, y'all say they're already in the public eye, right? It's no need to hide it. It is what it is. It's going to be on Front Street. You're going to see it. So I'd rather put my business out first before, here you go, we hear it in the blogs, you're seeing somebody leaking things and changing the narrative. People going to change the narrative regardless. And yeah, we say we don't want to be judged, but at the end of the day, you're going to catch feelings regardless. I don't care what it is. The hardest person in the world can say, I don't care what people think of me, but deep down inside, we did. And sometimes you sit there and say a standard needs to be set, but whose standard? And I'd rather my child embrace who they are and I embrace what they are doing than my child go kill their self because they
There's no question. No question. No, it's no question. I'm not
That's
debating
where I'm
that.
at with that.
I understand that. I understand.
So we can't blame the parents.
No, I can blame. I can.
My only point is that
I can blame. Like,
you're
listen.
putting this process on display. How old is Zaya?
14, 13,
child.
14.
As a child.
But people are going through this every day.
People do go through it every day. But see, what I'm
saying
saying
this about them, saying that gets a lot of people to kill themselves too.
People are going to talk about it.
Open the door for more of it.
But when they show a you and you,
it's different when it's in your community. Where you
I get what you're saying.
That was everyone.
It's going to be everywhere anyway. But it is a unified.
I say let Messiah become an adult before.
You guys are talking about two different things, though.
Well, like Zaya's.
Yeah.
I feel like
I think so. I think y'all addressing two different
You guys
things.
are talking about two different things. What she's addressing is the fact that it's put out there, and you guys are saying it shouldn't be out there. They should have protected her. It would have been out there anyway because they're celebrities. No. But what DJ Bruce Wayne is talking about is the fact that Zaya Wade, or their child was too young to make the decision to become a different gender.
No, that's not that wasn't it. I said their child is too young to go through this process of changing their gender in the public eye at 14.
It's too young for them to be changing their gender, period. But yes,
I mean,
I don't know if it makes a difference of them being in the public, though. It's their parents' responsibility to protect them.
Yo, me personally.
Protect your child along the way.
Okay, so was it my fault that so it was my parents' fault that I fucked and got pregnant at 14? You said you were too young to be a parent. This what I'm telling you. That's a lifelong decision.
No, it's not. I mean, no, it's not. That's a decision that you made.
But they did.
But what I'm saying, but listen, it's a difference between saying I had sex and got pregnant at 14 outside of I don't want to have a penis anymore. That's different.
Well,
that's different.
But how do you know what people know, what they feel when they're going through transition? If this is my child,
listen, my son right there, my nigga is trans right here. You know what I'm saying? Listen, it's no question. My nigga trans right here. I don't have a listen. What I'm saying is on the scale that you're on, you know what I'm saying? On the eye that you get. The eye that you're on, the level that you're on, you get millions of eyes on you daily. What you say out your mouth, unfortunately, it is going to matter because of the amount of people that you're touching. So with that being said, because this is the other thing too that I wanted to lead into. The minute someone's not okay with something, whatever that may be, in the case you have a Boosie, Gabrielle Union, and Zaya Wade, and Boosie doesn't agree with it, accusing people of being gay or hiding being gay, you know what I'm saying, as just a comeback because they didn't agree with you, it's not okay. Mm-hmm. It's not okay.
Boosie
you know what I'm saying?
Isn't even the person to be talking about anybody.
Boosie got like 9 baby mamas, yo.
But not only that, he's openly admitted. No, that's not the point. But he openly admitted to having hookers suck off his child's son. So why is he talking about people's children?
They both have issues. You know what I mean? That I don't agree with. If that was my son, I wouldn't have did that. I don't agree with that. You know what I'm saying?
He's the wrong person to be judging people for what they're doing with their children.
Yeah, but we're talking about two individuals who are in the public eye and people listen to what they say regardless of how much sense it makes.
That's true, but why should you have to hide who you are?
You shouldn't. I do not think you should have to hide who you are. But what I'm telling you is, if Zaya Wade was my child and at 12 or 13 years old, and that was my son who decided he wanted to be a woman, he's going to have to wait till he can make a decision on his own.
So what if your child... Okay, you put the law down, right? Hey, guess what? You're not doing this and you're not doing that until you're out of my home. Fine. But then one night, your child, and you get a call because your child then went and tried to do it themselves or went to a back alley and then they're in the hospital. Then what? Are you still at fault as the parent?
I'm gonna tell you some real shit right now, and this is what my family in the building.
Because this is real stuff.
I got the phone call. My daughter half dead. You understand what I'm saying? I done got that phone call. I'm the guy that went through that. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I know what that shit feels like. So
I went through the same thing.
As that being the alternative to that, would that mean if that's the consequence to me not being willing to transition my child into a female that was born a male? Yo, that's a jagged ass edge. You know what I'm saying? I don't have an answer for that. I don't. I honestly don't, because it's fucked up either way. Mm-hmm. It's fucked up either way. That's a decision. I would say if it was my child, you need to be of sound mind. You know what I'm saying? And decide, weigh the pros and cons of all of this. You know what I'm saying? Before you make a decision like that.
So you think age makes you in sound mind?
Age matters.
So you think age makes you in sound mind?
No, what I think is maturity.
Experience.
Maturity and experience.
And you think that comes with age?
At 12, absolutely does. At
Absolutely
12,
comes with age.
What age?
You're not. First of all, if you're not
it's
old
based
enough,
off experience.
you can't. Hold on.
It's based
If
off
you
experience.
can't-
If you telling me the same decision I made at 12 or 13 that I made at 25, that is not a difference. There's a difference.
What? Because you was 25?
No, because of the things that I had, the responsibilities I had. You don't have responsibilities at 12? At 13? Like,
I'm
are you
just
serious?
saying,
The brain isn't even fully developed.
You don't think the
everybody's
same at
mature
12?
level
The
is
brain
different.
isn't even fully developed.
Right.
Everybody's maturity level is different. You have 25-year-olds that's running around like they're 12. You have
What I'm saying-
100-year-old people.
what I'm
But it's
saying
not the
is-
same way when you're 12. There are not
It's not.
12-year-olds running around with a 25-year-old mindset. They may
could.
think they're
I
old
was
enough.
young-
No,
I'm just gonna
that's
say
not a
this.
thing. But
I
that's,
was
you might have
young.
been young and thought that you knew better because you might have had to grow up faster. But that doesn't mean that you were as smart as a 25-year-old or you had the same maturity level.
I would believe I
You hadn't
was.
seen everything
I
that
disagree
25
with
But that's the
I've
problem.
seen.
That's the
disagree with
problem.
You were
that.
smart.
I
Children
disagree
believe
with
Smart.
that they are. Where are the parents? Where are the adults in these children's lives letting them know that no, this is not what life is about? So it has to depend on a lot of things. One of those things is what is the relationship that these children have with their parents? Where
That
where
matters.
is their leadership? Where is their guidance?
That matters.
Because
But
for a
who's to say your
child, for a
leadership
12
is right?
for a 12 or 14-year-old to say, yeah, I'm as smart as a full-blown adult, where's
It's
their leadership
insane.
and
That's
guidance to
insane to
tell
me.
them
Yeah.
what's going on?
That's insane to me. Like at me at 15 was nowhere near as wise as I was at 25 or 35.
Exactly.
There's no comparison. Like I was always mature. I had a house key since I had a house key since I was 7 years old, bro.
Same.
Nigga,
I was
am I
always
lying?
mature, but I was not always
Nigga,
as
am I
intelligent
lying?
as I am
Like
now.
I raised this nigga.
Like, the
I'm not lying, bro. Like I've
it was-
always been
It
responsible.
was things about life
You understand what I'm saying? I was a
you had
mature
not
ass.
learned yet.
I was a mature, whatever age you want to pick for Jerome. I was always mature.
But it was still shit you hadn't
But it
learned
was still
in
shit
life.
I ain't know. It was still shit I didn't learn. It was still shit I didn't experience.
So you saying my sexual preference and what I feel as though I am, I wouldn't know that at 14.
That's not the point.
He's 13.
It's not that.
Gender.
It's not the point of your sexual orientation.
Yeah,
it's not about knowing what you're
high
into
school.
by
She's
a
high
certain
school.
age.
So you would tell
That's
me
not the
about high
point.
school age, I wouldn't know.
But
I'm
the
not
thing,
trying to make
you-
that.
my
We're not
thing
talking
is-
about sexual orientation, though.
Right, we're talking about
We're
gender.
talking about a major life decision, one
Right.
that you cannot undo. How does a child know that they're prepared to make that decision? They have not lived life.
Right. That's all that I'm saying.
I just disagree.
I
On what
disagree as
premise?
well.
On
y'all,
what
y'all are
premise?
talking about the experience is necessary, but how do you expect that person to get any experience in life unless they're trying to live their truth? And it's one thing to go out, you have to find yourself, and that is the age that you find yourself.
At 13?
At 14, 15, 16. That's when you start developing your personality. You stepping out of the house. If you had that family unit or whatever, you stepping out of the house, you going out and you hanging out and you becoming the person that you are.
Yo,
That
I knew
happens
that
for
I
a
like
period.
girls, right? But I didn't know what kind of girls that I like, right? Until I was in my in my 20s. I didn't know. I knew I liked certain shit. You know what I'm saying? I lost my virginity at 13. I knew I liked vagina. I knew I ain't like niggas. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't a question for me about that. I understand that. I get that. But what I'm saying is, for me at 13 to be like, I think I want some titties.
Yeah.
You know what I
believe
mean?
you.
For me
it
at
doesn't
13,
happen like
for me
that.
at 13 to
just
be
say,
like,
let me-
for me at 13 to be like,
I'm
damn,
pretty sure that
I want titties, and me to go to my mother and say, hey, I want titties, and because I'm trying to figure out who I am, and if not, I might kill myself.
I'm pretty sure
That's what y'all boiled that up to.
her name.
That's not what we're
She
saying.
been
at
wanting to
all.
be
And
a
she wasn't
girl
saying-
forever.
Thank you. Have you
Since a
looked
little child.
at the story of Dwayne Wade and Zaya? Have y'all looked
Zaya
at
has
including
wanted to be that.
and including his his wife?
Did you see what Boosie said? I'm not debating that.
Yeah.
I've worked with kids who understand me that knew I've had conversations with what I used to do, yo.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I've had interactions with children like this.
Yeah, I understand.
I've also seen children who came into a program and told me to address them pronouns as males. They were complete females. And in the midst, I've seen people transition where it was a phase. I've seen
Thank you.
I've seen people go through
Likeness
phases.
has changed.
Life
Lots
changes
of things
and
change throughout.
So
lots
at
of things
13, if
change.
you telling me my son wants to be a female, I would not support that. I would not support
At
that.
the very
So,
least,
wait a
instill
minute. At the
patience in
age
the
of
child
13.
and say, listen, maybe you're making a hasty decision based on how you feel right now. This is, like you said, it's one of the times in their life where they're finding themselves, they're going through a lot of hormonal changes. going through a lot of different things. They're experiencing a lot of different things internally. I don't think it's wrong for a child to have the desire to want to be who they feel like they are in the inside. But I think at the very least, the parents should sit them down and say, let's give it some time and make sure this is what you really want, because this is something you can't go back from.
Right.
That's right.
That's it.
That's
and
right.
that's all. That's all that I'm saying. Like, there needs to be some type of discretion, some type of someone to be able to sit back and like, hey,
guidance.
Some guidance. Hey, let's talk about this. Let's weigh the pros and cons in this.
I don't think that Gabrielle Union and Dwayne Wade did not have guidance doing this. I absolutely don't think that's not.
Hold on.
To be honest, it doesn't seem like they did.
I don't think that they were just like.
Avon, can I ask you something?
Let's throw our daughter out there.
How do you feel about the publicity surrounding the whole situation?
My thing is, honestly, and I think, the thing is, whenever something gay happens, if it's Lil Nas X or somebody else, Bootsy blows up on the internet. He's a
homophobe.
Yes, he's extremely homophobic, and I understand exactly what Gabrielle Union. Why are you so concerned with what's going on with my child? And
because you put your child in the public. So
was it or was it? They put the child in the
Zaya
public?
Wade was on the cover of a magazine, my nigga. What? Come on, yo.
Because she's an ambassador for Tiffany for the jewelry.
She wasn't. It wasn't on Tiffany magazine.
Why? If she wasn't what you want, if she wasn't going for that, she wouldn't even be on Tiffany magazine.
She's in the public.
She wouldn't even be on Tiffany magazine if it wasn't for all this.
Okay, hold on.
Let
me get some perspective.
You don't think she can make the choice that she want to buy some jewelry?
Let me give some perspective to what your brother is asking. Because the actual question he wants to know is why did Boozy go after them specifically? There are so many other people out there.
He was asked about it.
Who asked him?
It was an interview. He was asked about it in the interview.
Did he need to directly address them?
To not go in a
Did he need to directly address them?
In a transphobic
rage.
What isn't a homophobic rage though? Because yo,
listen. Anything you say about him, makes you homophobic.
It's going to be homophobic.
No, it's how you say it and what you're saying. That makes a homophobic.
Nigga, I say
but
gay,
we know Keith somebody has no filter.
Hold on,
we all know Lil Boosie
gay
has
double
no filter
standards.
whatsoever.
No, hold on, yo, fuck that. Gay double standards. I say gay all the fucking time, right? Y'all, listen, y'all know I've sat here and listened to y'all niggas talk. Y'all niggas talk about straight niggas like white people say nigga. Real shit.
I mean,
real shit.
I mean, I have straight niggas talking.
See, y'all niggas refer to straight niggas as cis. That's regular.
Giving people names they don't even want.
What are you upset with? Because a cis person made that definition.
I don't even know what that means. I don't know what that means.
Cis just
like, come on, I'm just me.
Jerome,
I like vagina.
Jerome,
like that's it.
You were born and the doctor looked at your penis and said, "Hey, it's a boy," and you grew up.
Why
and
does
you were
there need to be a title for that? Why is there a title for that?
Why is there a title for that? That's called a male.
Because it's the same title. You act like there's not an opposition because it's just a definition. Because that's how society tries to fit you in little boxes.
All I'm saying is this: the minute you say anything disagreeing, not saying that I disagree with homosexuality. What I'm saying is the minute you cross that line, it is a very thin gray area, and anything you say can be weaponized, and anything can be assumed as homophobic.
Keyword. That's the keyword. And that's the keyword right there. Weaponized.
It can be weaponized and extreme and used as homophobic for someone not agreeing.
Flipped over and weaponized in any way.
Man, listen, yo, you know how many conversations I've heard with. Listen, I'm the guy that got in a fight. I had a big gay fight. And I had a big gay fight on Halloween 2 years ago, yo, working doing security, right? Not that I care. I ended up doing security at a Halloween party, at a Halloween trans party. You know what I'm saying? And down right off North Avenue, yo. Ended up getting in a big ass fight. Being minding my business. You know how many niggas called me? I was a cis bitch. Nigga called me a cis bitch, yo. Like, what the fuck is that?
Like, why is there a derogatory term for a regular person?
Exactly.
Why is there a derogatory term for that?
That's hilarious. I mean, is it any different?
Is it hilarious? How is it hilarious? It's not hilarious if someone says you homosexual bitch. Is that hilarious too?
Yes, if you just in the street fighting somebody, you shouted something out in anger. And guess what? If I'm in a fight, with somebody,
but the difference
it's a double standard. Let's just call it. It's a fucking double standard, yo. There's a double standard.
That's not.
Exactly. It is a double standard.
You wouldn't.
I wouldn't say you were homophobic because
you wouldn't say that. You're rational.
I know that I know that my brother's not homophobic. So if he was getting in a fight and somebody was beating his ass or they were beating his ass and somebody shouted out, "Oh, you sis bitch," like, is that any different than what we be saying to any other person? We be shouting out, like, anything can be weaponized.
Yo,
anything.
Can I ask a question?
Hold on.
Please.
Go ahead, bro. Go ahead, bro.
I'm just
Do you
saying,
ever
I
feel
think
like
that a lot of people are talking like gay people weren't somehow oppressed by people for like
that's the difference.
That's my whole thing. I'm sorry.
Who's talking right now?
Ava Barber.
It's my brother. It's my other brother.
But like,
it's my other brother.
Why's he not on camera?
They don't want to be on camera.
No.
Oh, okay.
They didn't want to be on
because
camera.
I wasn't gonna say anything.
He wasn't gonna say nothing.
I didn't know this conversation was gonna take a turn. Like,
we didn't.
Yeah, I think we should say.
Like a lot of the things.
But
saying,
nobody's
once again,
discounting
like
gay
him being able to
oppression.
say cis bitch without you being able to say like I guess words like faggot.
No,
would
like
be,
get out.
Oh.
Just get out. That's fine. Like, how is that homophobic?
I never addressed this man. I never addressed this guy's sexuality.
Okay.
So you understand it. Let me give you a scenario, right? This shit is literally in front of the gas station right there on Charles Street. Damn, yo.
Charles Street.
And North, like 2 blocks down from North Avenue, yo.
Okay.
But they get right. Right. All right, so now you know where I'm at.
Yeah.
Right? It's 3 levels. And they doing death rolls, like all this shit. I don't care about that. You know what I'm saying?
Death row.
They know what the hell I'm talking about, yo. They doing all that shit or whatnot. A fight breaks out. I seen different type of gay niggas I didn't even, you know what I'm saying? I seen all types of shit. I don't care about that. When the fight broke out, I'm trying to clear people out the building. I never referred to anybody's sexuality. What ended up happening was it was several fights breaking out at one time. I'm the only nigga in here with a gun. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is, it's a riot going on. I'm the only nigga in here with a gun. It's enough niggas in here to run up on me and get this gun up off me. So at this point, I'm just trying to get people out the way and clear the scene because the police is outside. So I start macing niggas. I ain't gonna front. I start spraying niggas the fuck out. And this one guy, I don't know, he was drunk, he was high, whatever the case was, like, he just rolled up on me. He's like, yo, you punched me. And I was like, nigga, I ain't touch you. If I punch you, you'd been asleep. You know what I'm saying? And nigga was like, you sis bitch. He called me like 35 different bitches, yo. No lie. And I was like, I kept giving him a pass. And I had to, no lie. I maced him and then I knocked him out.
Okay.
And the police had to drag him out that motherfucker.
Your job.
Nothing about that was homophobic.
Yeah, there's nothing about that.
Thank you. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is,
it's funny.
It is funny. It's a big gay fight.
I was about to say, don't sit here and act like that wasn't funny. And I'm sure that
it was funny.
Okay, don't sit here and act like it wasn't.
It was funny, but not because. But what I'm saying is, it's the double standard.
But
if I said you're a super fag, then it's like, oh, this nigga homophobic. The club would have been like, you know what I'm saying?
I feel like that's the same thing when white people call us nigger.
Thank you. That's exactly.
Wow, God, I wouldn't dare compare that. You can't compare that. You can't compare that. Wow.
I'm serious.
Wow.
Fag and nigga is no comparison.
Wow.
There's no comparison.
Because the way we feel about
black gay people?
Listen, the way we feel about the word nigga, right? From a white person, that is the same
y'all ain't gonna
way.
listen.
No, for real.
We can't do that. We can't do that. We can't allow that, man. We can't allow that. We can't allow that. We can't allow that up here. We can't allow that up here. No. We can't allow that.
Hold on.
We can't allow that up here. We can't do that.
There we go.
We can't do that.
Scream over top each other, or we going and talk.
Go ahead.
At the end of the day, and I sat and had a lot of conversation with a lot of family members. I have really close friends that's a part of that community and things like that. And this is what they explained to me about the word faggot. I don't like to use that word. He says the same way you feel if a white person calls you a nigga, that is the same way I feel when someone calls me a faggot.
That's how someone personalized it. I understand that. But what I'm saying is the history behind the words is nowhere near the same. It's no comparison. But what I'm saying is this. When it comes down to the end of the day, there is a double standard. There's a double standard when it comes down between someone receiving something as homophobic, that's a straight individual saying something to someone who is homosexual. There will always be a double standard.
I swear, I felt like you're trying to say reverse racism.
Yeah, that's what I feel like.
Come on, let's change the subject. I think we should change the subject. I think we should change the subject.
What I'm saying,
I think we should change the subject.
yeah, let's change the subject. Dion
Let's change the subject. Let's change the subject.
Dion, get that money.
Prime time. time.
Get that money.
Can I say something before we change the subject? It's neutral, okay? I just want to state that when homosexual or trans people say that it's derogatory or it's the equivalent of nigger, they're saying that because
Hey, Charlotte,
between
came here,
black, hold
peace
on.
queen. How you doing?
Oh, sorry. Between black people and between gay and trans people, there's a similar level of oppression that takes place, whether historically or currently. That's why they feel like it's the equivalent. It's not because they're trying to discount the history of black people and their oppression.
I get
Is that they're both oppressed communities.
I understand.
So in a way, like straight people have the upper hand.
Yeah.
I don't agree with that. I just feel like yo, then
But you're talking based on current standards of things and how much power the gay community now has.
right. So what
They're talking from the perspective of people who've had to experience what it's like to be part of the gay community for a certain number of years.
Absolutely. All I'm saying is that. All I'm saying is when it comes down to it, and we can move on after this, you will always be identified black before anyone knows you're gay. Bottom line. You will always be identified black before anybody ever knows that you're homosexual. And it doesn't matter what you're wearing. Bottom line. Deion Sanders. So Deion Sanders gets the job, University of Colorado. Niggas was calling him a sellout. How y'all feel about that?
Nah, man, get your money.
I feel
like he deserve it. He deserve it.
I feel like my bad. Go ahead, Gusto. My bad.
I feel like he deserve it. He proved what an asset he can be to a program. You know what I'm saying? But why is it wrong when these white coaches do it?
Right.
You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? These white coaches come in and have a great season and they out. So why he can't do it? You feel what I'm saying? I understand that.
Brett Favre is still
Brett Favre stole $5 million from the state of Mississippi. And free.
He's still chilling, enjoying his life.
Like
So-
I understand it's an HBCU.
It's an HBCU. He brought money.
But he brought money.
He brought money,
prestige,
sponsors,
recruits,
everything
Like,
to the program.
That school is going to be good for like the next, I don't know what, like 5 to 10 years.
They said
for what he implemented there.
They said allegedly that the school mishandled some money that belonged to him. I read that his salary was $500,000, and from that $500,000,
that's low for a coach.
It's low for Deion Sanders. It's low for a coach. Period. From that $500,000, he gave $250,000 back to the school just for the upkeep of facilities for the sake of the team. You understand what I'm saying? So why would you ever be mad at a man?
Yeah, he went above and beyond.
He still got to pay his coaches. You know what I'm saying? He still got a staff. He would do it for free, but he doesn't have to.
He was underpaid.
He's underpaid.
Still took a cut.
Got them undefeated. Take a pay cut just for the sake of the organization. He moved
So what
on.
is the
He's gonna do the same
problem?
thing. Niggas
What is
calling
the
him a
problem that
sellout.
people have with him? A sellout.
I think people
Because it was an
I think
HBCU.
Yeah, he went from an
So, like, why
HBCU
is there-
to a Power 5 team.
Why is there an expectation for Black people when they reach a certain point to continue humbling themselves to a certain degree? Like, there's always
Okay.
this expectation, like, oh, you're too big now. You know, you're too big. You're a sellout. Like, I don't understand where this comes from.
Right.
Why this always happens?
We don't want you to leave us.
Yeah, that's all it is.
We don't.
But
want
you're
you
not.
Anybody
leaving-
else can do
you're
it.
not. Who is us? Because if he's giving back to the Black community in the specific community or way that he serves them, who is he leaving behind?
He's leaving behind Jackson State and going to another job. That's all he's doing. They act like he's not even. He's coaching an all-white team. First of all,
Right.
like it's a bunch of black players that's going to be on that team.
Absolutely.
And like Gusto said, go ahead, Gusto. Go ahead.
At the
I'm
end of
gonna
the
finish
day-
that.
At the end of the day, people feel like it should be feelings involved in this decision when all the football, professional, college, all this shit is a fucking business.
Mm-hmm.
At the end of the day,
Absolutely. I was
about to go down there, yeah.
And coaches in both levels are nothing but private contractors.
That's it.
That's
Yep.
it.
If Jackson State had fired Deion Sanders, nobody would be calling Jackson State
Nobody will be
sellouts.
saying.
No, yeah,
Nope.
yeah, right.
Nobody would be
Nope.
saying anything.
After everything he did for him, too.
Exactly.
After everything he did, all is powerful. Of course, this is how football goes. But what Deion did ain't no different than what happens every damn year.
Nah,
And-
ain't
and
no
NCAA.
question. And he's still empowering. He's still empowering these boys, man. Still teaching them the game. Still teaching them how to be men. You understand what I'm saying? All them kids, man. That kid Travis Hunter, he gonna follow Deion wherever he go because he went to the school he went to because that's what he wanted to learn from.
I believe
You
his
understand what I'm
Right.
saying?
I believe his son's
Like,
going with him. Too.
His son's going with him.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm
His son
saying?
going with him too.
This guy is a leader of men. You know what I'm saying? And as a black man, we need proper representation, and we need to defend Dion at all costs, bro. Like, I don't understand what's wrong with our community sometimes, man. Like, cause he left a HBCU. Half y'all niggas ain't go to college. You know what I'm saying?
I look at it like this. It's a parallel right here.
Let me interject when you're done.
Say you open a business in the neighborhood. Everybody love you. You booming. You successful. You gonna stay in that business forever, or are you gonna grow?
No, it's about growing.
I was about to make the same analogy, Gusto. That's the same exact analogy I was gonna make, bro.
But the thing about it,
they want him to stay in the hood. They want him to be a kingpin. They want him to be a kingpin in the hood
Forever.
For some reason, with black people, we equate growth with selling out.
Exactly.
Every time.
That's really where
which
I was
is messed up because we also don't like poverty. We hate and resent ourselves and our lives and our communities because we don't like poverty.
Hold on one second. Go ahead, Legend.
No, that's really true. I was about to say that it goes all the way back to these biases that we have in these double standards we've been speaking about all night.
Right.
And we feel like we can't grow. And then we struggle with that within ourselves, too. I'm pretty sure before he made that decision, he was going through all those thoughts in his head.
Absolutely.
Right? Because he don't want to seem like he's a traitor. But the only way we're going to grow is to keep going around the world and touch many people's lives. So I think if we get away from this narrative, us as a people, we need to start checking each other, right?
Absolutely.
So we can have this conversation right now, but who else is we having these conversations where we need to check him? So when your homeboy call you like, yeah, that nigga a sellout, check him right then and there.
Right.
No, he not a sellout. You want to stay smart? What about your business?
Right.
Where do you see your business going?
Right, absolutely.
That's how I feel.
I actually did that with this guy. You remember that? We ain't gonna talk about, but yeah, like, cause he thought because a person didn't hang in the street and went to school and did everything right when they were teenagers that your childhood was lame. And I'm like, bro, you know how many, we are 40 now, you know how many of us wish we could go back and do what the fuck he did?
Absolutely.
Living the life we didn't live?
That's a fact.
Absolutely.
That's definitely a deep message. And I just think because we've been so much conditioned and programmed to poverty and the way that we should think and just stay within our box, to not understand that we've never belonged in a box to begin.
Exactly.
So with that being said, when we start having these more uncomfortable conversations, you're going to find out who's supposed to grow with you and who's supposed to just be down. And it's easy as a saying. It's always, it's 99% and it's 1. You have 99 followers and you have that 1. The reason why so many followers is because nobody want to do the work, but that 1 going to do that work.
That's a fact.
So you got to keep taking that 1 from every group, and then they will eventually, that's why they say when you start a business or you do something, the people that's closer to you take forever to buy into your dream.
Right.
You know why? Because they can only think of what they see of you or what they think of you.
Right.
So with that and moving forward, let's check everybody at the door.
Facts.
And if you ain't read it and you want to think small-minded, then you not on the same page. You out of here.
Right.
We can't do that. I'm sorry. Keep getting your money, sir. Keep touching.
That's a fact,
lives.
man. Like, yo, that's the thing. That's what this is about, yo. It's about critical thinking. It's about honesty. It's about transparency. It's about honest conversations, man. And even when they get uncomfortable sometimes, you know what I'm saying? We can agree to disagree. You know
Keep
what I mean?
your feelings out of it.
All right.
Don't say it made me felt, right? Let's do the logical
Absolutely.
thing. If I offended you, okay, I apologize for offending you, but why did I offend you?
Right.
Was it because you were still thinking small and you were letting your own emotions or what people tell you should do? And when people be like, oh, the standard, I don't like standards. Y'all been saying that all night. I've been chilling in the corner, but I always question you, whose standards are these? And there's these realistic standards, are these emotional standards, or standards of what society said?
Right.
That's
when I refer to standards, I'm talking about standards for black empowerment. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Like,
I have an answer to that as well. Sorry, go ahead, Ron.
No, go ahead, Cass.
I was just gonna say, I think one of the problems that we often like either fail to outline or acknowledge in the Black community is a lot of people actually have no standards. A lot of people don't have standards for themselves whatsoever. And I think a lot of people resent that, or a lot of people are upset or frustrated by it, because we're all trying to do a couple things. We're all trying to escape all being stereotyped by the negative Black stereotypes. We're all trying to escape that. We're all trying to do our best to make the Black community look better. We're all trying to do our best to be up out of poverty. We're all trying to do our best to play all these different roles as Black people. So when we come across Black people who have no standards or have very low standards, we in our minds automatically think, okay, they have really low standards for Black people, and that frustrates us, and it takes us in this weird circle where we're like, okay, we got to have standards, and then we get to the question, well, whose standard? And then we get to, okay, well, does this person have standards at all?
That is emotional intelligence, man. Emotional intelligence is so fucking critical, man.
Big thing.
It is a really big thing, man. Like, you gotta listen. Like, you gotta listen when people talk. You know what I'm saying? Because like a nigga will have you fooled the whole time. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Talk
in circles.
Yeah, talk in circles. Like, you know, you gotta listen to what people say, man. So that's why like this is so critical. How much time we got, Lee? Okay, all right. Yeah, man. So we got like 5 minutes left. I just want to thank everybody for my peoples is here, yo. Like, this
was a dope show.
This is a dope show. This is a fucking dope show.
Thank you guys for coming through.
This was a dope show. Nah, yeah, of course, you know.
They gotta come back. So we can really get into it.
Yeah, we get these niggas come back, bro. We gotta come back.
They did a good job.
They did a great job, yo. Great job, yo. Give it up for my siblings, bro. One time, bro. Y'all niggas.
If y'all with it, I'm always with it. We always going back and forth. We've always actually kind of been at ends and like had different opinions on stuff, and then still been like this.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's up. That's what it's about. That's what it's about.
At the end of the day, these are my twins. I got one half right here and one half over here, and that's just making me whole right now. So
that's right.
Facts, man.
That's what's up.
That's facts, man. Yo, we're going to get ready to close out, man. Everybody get their social media, get their handles up, man. We'll start with DJ Bruce Wayne.
All right, I already know DJ Bruce Wayne 443 on Instagram. Also, DJ_Bruce_Wayne 443 on Instagram.
Go on.
I don't got no them.
Okay, all right, legend.
Look, leave me alone. That's what my Instagram be like. Leave me alone.
Okay. It's the Girl Goddess Legend. You guys can follow me at Anything Goes, ANY_THANGOS podcast. I'm also streaming on all platforms. Just hit the link in the bio and we can stay connected. Thank you.
That's a fact.
Billy Ray Valentine, Facebook. Billy Ray Valentine B1 on Instagram.
Knowledge.
Yo, I wanted to say right quick, man. I ain't getting into too much of the convo. You don't get into family fights, man. You might get that. You understand? So you just let it out. I love that you ended in the space of elevation. You see what I'm saying? That's where we need to go from. That's how we grow. You understand?
Facts.
Y'all can catch me on Do the Knowledge Radio. That's DOTHAKNOWLEDGERADIO on all platforms.
That's a fact.
Happy born day, Jake.
Appreciate you, bro.
The one and only Self-Care Snob. I am the Self-Care Snob on Instagram, TikTok. On Facebook, I am Jambalaya Francis.
Already, man. I'm your host, none other Rona Plug. Can't knock the muscle _43. Rona Plug on TikTok. No, my bad. Rona Plug on Twitter. It's Melvinaire, the Melvinaire on Twitter. Bookings and inquiries, melvinaire@gmail.com, _Melvinaire Podcast on IG, and we do have a live community, Melvinaire Podcast group on Facebook, man. You want dope posts, funny shit, man, you know what I'm saying, you know, a little bit of everything. We got our own little community, man. You might want to tap in, you're missing out. You got anything to add, anything to sell, like that's the space for that shit, man. So, I appreciate everybody here, man. I appreciate everybody's energy. Another dope show, man. Next week. Oh, man. You coming back next week?
I don't know. You know my schedule. I'm not even going to lie to you. We've been playing this back and forth.
All right, listen. Next week, the Melvinaires, we got an adult actress in the building, man. That's all I'm going to say, man. I ain't going to say no more. I ain't going to say no less. We got an adult actress in the building.
Are we going to have clips?
Yesterday's price.
That ain't a bad. I don't know. We can't do that. We can't do that.
I have a question.
Hey,
I do have a question for her.
How good are you at editing?
Oh my goodness.
Yesterday's price.
That's a fact.
It's not today's price.
Yeah.
Both of those.
Yeah, we got adult. We have an adult actress coming live in studio, live interview, man. Yo, just stay tuned, bro. Like, yo, y'all gonna have to catch up, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all gonna have to catch up, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo,
I think we can get her to do like a lot. Never mind.
Nah, no. And she rap, and she got bars. She got some bars too.
I mean, look.
That's for Patreon. We gotta get a Patreon for
that's a
that.
Patreon.
No, we just asked her to bring some visual aids and whatever. So
She is the visual aid. DJ Bruce Wayne. She is the visual aid.
She just gonna come in with a PowerPoint.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, yo.
We can stick it on the wall.
I am done.
Hey, yo, listen.
We can stick it on the wall.
Only here, man. Yo, please hit the like button, subscribe. The like button matters, man. Please hit the like button. Y'all view this shit, man. Yo, hit the like button. Please share this, man. Melvinaire Lives Matter, yo. Share this, please, yo. Once again, I'm rolling the plug, yo. This is the Melvinaire Podcast, yo. Tap in, yo. We back next week. Special guest, man. You do not want to miss this, yo. Salute, peace and love.
You know you're damn wrong.
That's a
and
fact.
shut your damn